Hey guys, Rebecca here. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys a formal makeup look for like homecoming or prom or any formal event you may have coming up. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to be starting with my primer. I have the Milani Prime Shield Mattifying Face Primer. I'm just going to squeeze a little bit of that out and put it as a base. My face has already been cleaned and moisturized and all that, so make sure you do that before. And then next I'm going to use my foundation. This is my favorite foundation, the Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation, and I am the shade Medium Tan Honey, and I'm going to put that on my cheeks on one side and then use my foundation brush. I like to use this for this kind of foundation since it's thicker instead of a sponge. So I'm just going to blend it all out like that, down my neck too. And then I'm going to do the other side. This foundation is great for oily skin. Really stays put very well. I've tried a few different kinds of foundation and this is the one that I like, that I'm going to stick with, I think. Just make sure it's nice and blended out. Make sure you get your eyelids too, because you don't want your eyelids to look like a different color. Nice and blended out. Cover all the blemishes. This is a full coverage foundation, so it's great for formal events because it's very full coverage, covers all your blemishes very well, getting a smooth canvas for the rest of your makeup. Okay, next I'm going to use my concealer. I've been liking the e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer lately, and I'm using the shade Light. And I don't really use concealer for highlighting my face like lots of people like to do. I just use it to cover blemishes because blemishes are a pretty big problem for me. I used to have really bad acne, so I have lots of acne scarring, and then of course I still get the occasional pimple since I'm a teenager. Just cover all your blemishes with it. And your eyelids. If you have really oily eyelids like me, I would recommend to put it on your eyelids. It really helps. And now I'm going to just blend it out with the same brush I used for my foundation. This concealer and the Tarte Shape Tape concealers are two that I would really recommend. I've been liking this one more though. It's more creamy, and I think it might actually have slightly better coverage than my Tarte Shape Tape, but I think my Tarte Shape Tape might just be getting a little old and I need a new one. But I recommend both of them. Tarte Shape Tape more if you have more money to spend on concealer. e.l.f. if you're on a budget, because the e.l.f. concealer is super cheap. Alright, next I'm going to bake my face using the Coty Airspun Translucent Setting Powder. This is a drugstore setting powder. So I like to just, I'm going to bake with it. I like to bake to make sure that my foundation is really set in, especially since I have oily skin. A lot of times my makeup will just slide off very easily throughout the day if I don't bake. It seriously helps your makeup stay so much better. And I'm just going to get under the eyes on both sides, and then get the jawline, I guess you would say. No, you look a little crazy when you're doing this part, but I seriously recommend it instead of just putting on the powder with a brush. It can be a little messy, but it's totally worth it. And then while that's baking, I'm going to use my bronzer. I have the Hoola bronzer. I love this bronzer for just like a light little carving out. I don't really do full contour, but this just helps. And I do the bottom of the jawline first, that way it's not too much bronzer on it when I get to the cheek, and I carve out my cheek right there, putting it in the hollow parts of your cheek, going up and up to your forehead in the little 3 or E shape, and then repeating it on the other side for a really glowy, warm, tan look. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and fill in my eyebrows. I'm just going to brush them first. That way they're the right shape. Now I am super messy when it comes to doing my eyebrows, so I like to carve them out after I fill them in with concealer, and it seriously helps so much. It has changed my eyebrow game. Okay, I'm using the Anastasia Brow Wiz, not the Brow Wiz, the brow pomade, the dip brow pomade in the shade Taupe. And then I think these are called eyeliner brushes, but lots of people use them for eyebrows. And then I'm just gonna fill in my eyebrows. I don't need too much because my eyebrows aren't awful. Just filling them in, the sparse areas, because everyone has sparse areas from where they overplucked. Just gently go in, fill in the brows. Okay, I think that's pretty good for that one. Then I'm going to do the other brow. I don't know about anyone else, but my eyebrows are seriously 2 completely different shapes because in 7th grade I overplucked my eyebrows. I remember it was like I freaked out. I overplucked my eyebrow. I think it was into there. And I went downstairs almost midnight, the night we had church the next day, crying to my mom. I wasn't allowed to wear makeup yet, and I begged her if I could use her powder to fill in my eyebrows. Thankfully she let me. But my eyebrows have been a little jacked up ever since. Just gonna finish that one up, and I think that's good. Don't want them too much because we don't want to look like we have ink stamped onto our foreheads. Okay, and then I just like to brush them back out. This eyebrow has so much problems just laying straight and flat like how I want it to. There we go. Okay, now I think I'm going to use a little bit of concealer, and it's not too bad today, not too messy. A little concealer on this little brush that I like to use for carving. Dot a little concealer on there, and then just kind of helps cover up any spare hairs that you may have. I think just defines the brow more too. I think I may have overdone it on this one though. Okay, not too bad. I think the eyebrows are good. Alright, now we have baked for long enough. I'm going to use this powder brush. The thing I love about this setting powder is it kind of melts into the skin. It really makes your complexion look flawless. Love it. I remember I did my makeup walking around SeaWorld. I set it with this powder and it still worked great. Even in a hot amusement park in like April. Okay. We are done with that. Next we're going to do blush. I'm using this Tarte blush in the shade Party. It was in the Sephora birthday gift a few months ago, so I'm not sure if this is a shade you can actually buy. But it's a very good not too bright. And then I like to use the check method for blushing. You just kind of do it from there to there in a check. And repeat on the other cheek. Okay. Next we're going to do highlighter. I'm going to use my Anastasia Glow Kit. I seriously love this so much. There's 4 big pans of beautiful highlighter shades. And I'm going to use the shade Butterscotch down here. And place it right here, the high points of my cheek. Not too much, just a subtle little glow. And then pull it up there. That's how I like to do my highlighter. And then do the same thing on the other cheek. Such a pretty kind of gold shade. Love it. Okay, and do my nose too. And we're good with highlighter. Next, we're going to do the eyeshadow. This is my favorite part. First, I need my eyeshadow primer, which I actually forgot. But this is great. It helps the eyeshadow stay really well. This is just a NYX one that I picked up from Target. It's the NYX Pigment Primer, and it's eyelid primer. So if you have oily eyelids like me, I highly recommend it. That's a big problem for me. Eyeshadow does not want to stay on my eyelids unless I use an eyelid primer and lots of concealer. Okay, I think I'm going to do a blue eye look using my Morphe palette that I got for Christmas. This is the Morphe 35V Stunning Vibes palette. It has so many beautiful shades. And I'm going to start with this blue right here and go on my eyelids with that. I love Morphe eyeshadow. They're great. Tarte eyeshadow is really great too. That's probably my favorite palette. I have the Tarte Toasted palette. It's perfect for fall eyeshadow. And then I also have the Anastasia Norvina palette. Love that palette. Purples and pinks are really my favorite. And I just love Anastasia's products. Little expensive, but they're really worth it. Really trying to pack that on very good. We want this to be a bold, formal look for a dance. It's not your everyday makeup routine. Okay, I think that's good for that eyelid. I'm going to go on to the other one. There. I think eyeshadow is seriously so fun. It's honestly like art. You can do so many cool things with it. I love watching makeup tutorials where they do really cool eye looks. I think they're seriously so talented to be able to do that. Okay, it's a little messy, but we're going to be able to clean that up later towards the end when we're using concealer to cut our crease. Okay, next I'm going to go in with this kind of navy blue shade right here. I'm going to use that on my lid too. Darken it up a little more. I think I might use this more compact brush instead to pack it on. Pack it on. Then blend it out. Pack it on again. Ooh, this is seriously really beautiful. I've never done a blue eyeshadow look, so I was a little bit scared, but I think I'm really gonna like this. The key to eyeshadow is really just blending it out. Like, you just gotta blend, blend, blend. It may seem like it's not gonna really blend very well, but you just gotta keep blending. Okay, next I think I'm going to take a very little bit of this black shade right here. Just kind of put a little bit on the outer corner. A little bit to kind of smoke this look up. Take it to the next level. I'm going to use that more compact one again to kind of pack a little on. That just helps you get it in a more precise area, and it can kind of help you pack more product on to get a more pigmented color. Okay, I think that looks good. Might blend a little more blue in there. Okay, we're going to do the same thing on the other eye. Just pack on the black. Sorry for the sniffly nose, guys. Cold is definitely going around. My whole family's gotten sick. Blend, 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 like I said. I think I'm going to put a little more blue on that one too, because I blended the black a little more further than I would have liked to. Okay. This is giving me Dory vibes from Finding Nemo. Okay, I think I'm going to clean this up a little bit with my concealer brush, because it definitely went up a little bit, but just a little bit. Okay, next, I'm going to do a cut crease. This really helps the glitter stay on. Again, I have really oily eyelids, and for the glitter to really stay, I have to cut it with concealer. And honestly, it makes a prettier look, I think. So, I'm just going to go about that far on my eyelid. And then do the same thing on the other side. Make sure I get enough concealer on there. Cut crease is a style, it's definitely, or a makeup look that, makeup look that definitely is becoming more popular. I think it's super pretty. It can really help your colors stand out more. Okay, now I'm going to take this brush that I like to use for glitter. I'm going to spray a little setting spray on it first. That also really helps it to stay. So just spray a little. And then I'm going to take this gorgeous blue shade right here. I'm going to do that one first. Just pick up a good bit on my brush. Wow, this is seriously so pigmented. This is really making it look more like Dory from Finding Nemo. Don't be afraid to pack the shadow on either. Glitter eyeshadows I think are so pretty. They're my favorite. I never just do mattes for eyeshadows. One, because my oily eyelids, they will not stay for some reason. I always like to do glitter, whether it be like this, like a glitter eyeshadow, or I like to do glittery eyeliner. Let me know below if you guys want me to do a glittery eyeliner formal look for you guys next. It's super simple, actually. I can't do normal eyeliner very good, but I can do the glittery eyeliner. Packing it on. This is such a pretty eyeshadow. Love it. I love Morphe palettes because they're super inexpensive. I think this palette's only like $25 or something. And it has so many shades. Okay. Next, I'm going to take this darker blue and just kind of put it, I think I'm going to put it like on the outermost part of the eyeshadow look. It'll transition into the black a little better, I think. These are some seriously pigmented glitter. I'm going to repeat the same thing on the other one. I don't know if anyone else has this problem with their eyeshadow, but I cannot get it to look exactly the same on either eye. Something ends up happening and it just does not work. Okay, there's a little patchy spot right there I need to clean up. Spot where it didn't blend for some reason. Okay, one last time I'm going to kind of clean my eyelids up, above them, because this look definitely went up a bit higher than I thought it would. I like it really clean and cut. I don't like it super messy. Okay, I think the other one is pretty good. Now, you could definitely add eyeliner if you want, but I'm just going to leave it because eyeliner is just not something I can very easily do. I am trying to get at it though, but it'll mess it up. I do fine on one eye, then I go the other eye, and it's just super thick. Okay, now I'm going to use my setting spray. The bottle's a little squished. It's the NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray. You can just get this at Target. It's like $10. I also really a higher end one that I really like is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. That one's great. I ran out of it and didn't have the money for a super expensive one and had to do with that, but I think it's a great drugstore one. Okay, next I'm going to curl my eyelashes using this eyelash curler that I just got at Walmart. Curling your eyelashes seriously makes such a big difference. Helps so much. I like to go in a few times just to really get a good curl. And I'll wiggle it around a little. Just gotta be careful you don't rip your eyelashes out. Okay, now that it's curled, I'm going to do mascara. I actually use 2 mascaras because I think it makes my eyelashes look the best. I'm using the Monsieur Big Lancome mascara. This one's really good. It's just dried out a little bit, so I've been using this one with it too. This is the Clinique High Impact Mascara. So I go in first with the Lancome one. Little sample one I have. Sample size. Samples are seriously the best. I love it when I can get a good sample at Sephora. Mascara seriously makes the biggest difference. It just contrasts with the eyeshadow very well. The black makes it pop more. Something. I just love how mascara looks. I remember once I was all the way to church, I get in the bathroom and realize I forgot to put on mascara that day. And it bothered me the rest of the day. Okay, normally I like to do the bottom eyelash first, but I forgot to. It helps keep the top from hitting your eyeshadow and messing it up. Hopefully that didn't happen. Oops, I got a little on my under eye. I'll clean that up later with some concealer. Okay, do the other side. I think bottom lash mascara. I know some people don't like to do it, but I think it really makes a difference. Makes your eyes pop a little more. Wow, I am loving how this eye look turned out, honestly. I thought I would not. I was a little worried because it's a little more daring than I normally do. I like to stick to the neutrals. The browns and the pinks and the gold. I love gold eyeshadow and silver eyeshadow. Okay. Next, I'm going to go in with the High Impact Mascara. It just makes my eyelashes a little bigger, pop more. I can never say no to big eyelashes. I've actually been really interested in trying fake eyelashes lately. That's something I normally never tried. It seems cool, but also kind of scary to me. I don't know if I would like having big, heavy eyelashes on, you know? Sometimes you have to do a couple coats of mascara to get it good. I like my eyelashes to look nice and big and fanned out. You don't want them all clumped together. Okay. Go back on the other eye. we're done. Okay guys, there you have it. That is a makeup look you can do for a formal event you may have. I know my school has homecoming coming up, and I know lots of other schools will have prom coming up, or maybe you have a junior senior formal you need a good makeup look for. I think this one, it turned out pretty good. I'm not mad about it. Okay guys, subscribe to our channel, and then we also have a blog you can follow. It's bedaringlife.com, and then we also have an Instagram, bedaringlife, and a Facebook page, the same thing, Being Daring Life, and would greatly appreciate it if you follow all of those. Thank you guys for watching my makeup tutorial. Let me know if you do this look, and have a good day. Thank you.